Hey Flyers! I'm Kate Johnston.
And I'm Olivia Hudson.
And you're watching the rundown for September 17th, 2021.
We have now been in school for 5 weeks, and everyone is starting to settle down.
Olivia Thompson gives us an inside perspective on students' personal goals for the first semester.
With the first 5 weeks down on the school year, we hope our Flyers have begun to think about their goals for this year. Here they are now to speak with us more about what they hope to accomplish in the first semester.
My goal for the first semester is to get good grades and to get ready for the soccer season.
As a senior, I'm trying to get all my college applications out of the way. You know, it's getting kind of close to the deadline. I'm also trying not to procrastinate more, which is not going well right now, but I also want to get past all my AP tests.
This is both of our first year cheering, and it's been a lot of fun, but we're starting to get a feel for how to balance school and cheer.
For cheer, we would like to progress in our routines, and for school, we would like to keep up the good grades.
So for the first semester, my main goals are to make really good grades, of course. I'm the videographer for the football team. I want to do my best at that, so we have good videos that we can learn from, and also do a good job as class president for the sophomores, so we have a good year.
Along with our students' aspirations comes our teacher goals. Here they are now to speak with us about what they hope to achieve.
My goals for the semester are to use AP Classroom more in my AP classes and to have more active meetings for my clubs.
Our goal for media arts this year is pretty simple, especially in the first semester, is just to get better every week. Better rundown, better flyer minutes, all the things we do need to be better than the last time we did them.
Goals for the first semester are pretty much the same all the time, and that's to prepare students for what they're gonna get at the end. For my AP students, they must be prepared for the exam as best they can. So I have to get everything I need done by a certain time frame, and hopefully that happens. So we'll see.
We'll be back second semester to update on those goals. This has been Olivia Thompson.
Everyone had a great time at the game last Friday thanks to Pipeline.
Here's EMMALINE Drummond to introduce us to this year's new Pipeline leaders.
With the start of football season means a busy student section. Thanks to the Pipeline leaders, students are able to get wild and crazy. Here are the Pipeline leaders, William Sophomore, Christian Smith, and Holden Webb to tell us more.
Before the game, we have to make sure that everybody's accounted for, and we go and gather the food, bring to the game, get the water. I make sure and grab the cornhole. We all get our overalls on, and we head over to the field around 6 o'clock to get ready for the game. We have our service hour minions blow up the Snoopy inflatable for the football players to run out to, and make sure everybody has a good time before the game.
So I'm a Pipeline leader this year, and I love it because I love getting the crowd hype, and I love the fact that we can sway the momentum of a game just by us being loud, and we do it all with, you know, the help of the drum, which kind of makes me Loyola's band. So, you know, we got to compete with teams like Huntington, but, you know, they're just not ready for this embarrassment I'm about to, you know, put on to them.
The Pipeline leaders from last year texted us over the summer and let us know that we were the ones for this year and gave us some advice on what to do. And we painted the bus over the summer and have tried to learn from what other people have done in years past to try and make this year the best year yet.
Looking forward to a great football season and even better student section. This has been EMMALINE Drummond.
Have you ever wondered what goes through our football players' minds?
I know I have. Here's Taylor Nash to tell us more.
How well do you know our Flyer football team? I went around and asked a few players and coaches some interesting questions to get to know them.
Coach Mack, because he doesn't like us when we're not aggressive and when the defense isn't doing their job.
I'd also say Coach Mack, because when we don't give 100% on Scout Team D, he gets really mad.
Coach McDonald definitely has the worst temper, but don't count out Coach SELLA. He's a close second.
I definitely think I have the worst temper. I don't think it's even close. If you ever watch me on Friday nights, I legitimately black out sometimes. I get so angry because I get tired of repeating myself. But I do just want to say Coach Lewis, and Coach SELLA have a very underrated temper. When Coach Lewis and Coach SELLA are both angry, I get scared sometimes. I'm like, don't want to mess with them.
I like afternoon practices because they're a lot hotter, so when we play at night, it's a lot easier.
I like afternoon practices because I get to go off campus for 7th hour.
I like morning practices because I can have time to do stuff in the afternoon.
The person that would forget their helmet before game would be Jude Guyton. He's on his own planet, in his own world, and he would definitely forget it.
Definitely Marshall Bryan, because he's just Marshall Bryan.
Definitely Will Rayburn, because after the game he would invite them to his after party.
Will Rayburn, because he is too friendly.
Definitely Will Rayburn.
I know I learned a lot. This has been Taylor Nash.
Our Flyer sports teams have been doing great with all of their events.
Here's Holden Webb with the sports report.
Our Flyer sports teams were back in action this past week, highlighted by a big win at Mesmer, 61-44. Jacob Lafitte accounted for a school record 41 points and ran for 186 yards, the most by a quarterback in a single game in school history. Trey Taylor also had 2 receiving touchdowns and a 63-yard punt return. The Flyers set another school record with 29 points scored in the fourth quarter.
We had a really good home opener against Logansport, put up 61 points. A lot of two-way players really stepped up. Guys up front did really well, and we improved a lot on both sides of the ball, so it was a great game overall.
Yeah, I thought it was a really strong performance as a team, outside of some minor mistakes and some penalties. I thought we did really well. It was a great atmosphere. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun to win.
The Loyola cross-country team set over 13 personal records at the Border Dash meet this past weekend. The girls' team finished in the top 10, and the boys' team in the top 5 out of 17 teams. They will compete once again this Saturday in plain dealing. The volleyball team beat West Washita on Monday in 4 sets, beat Magnolia handily, winning all 3 sets on Tuesday, and won the first and 4th sets last night in a 5-set thriller at home against Benton. The support from the fans was overwhelming and definitely intimidated the opposition. The Flyers are back in action next Monday against Byrd at Byrd, and Tuesday against Magnolia at home. That's all for this week's Sports Report. This has been Holden Webb.
As you all know, Father Johnston and Father Daigle are new to our Flyer family.
Aiden Hurd helps us to get to know our new chaplains.
We have welcomed 2 new chaplains here to the Loyola family. Let's talk to Father Johnston and Father Daigle to tell us a little bit more about their journey here.
My name is Father RANEY Johnson, and I'm one of the new chaplains here at Loyola High School. I went to Notre Dame Seminary for 6 years to study for the priesthood, and then I was ordained back in June. And one of the assignments the bishop gave me was to be assigned here at Loyola as a chaplain. And so I'm thankful for the bishop's assignment here and to get to work with the faculty and the staff and the students and to get to minister to you all. A young priest dream is to always work at a high school. I think that should be one of the desires, and so I'm thankful that I get to do that, to get to work at Loyola and to actually get to experience working with you all.
I've had experience as a chaplain in a high school before your rival over in Monroe. We're not going to talk about that too much. But I'm glad I'm here. I've also been a chaplain at the university, and so I have some experience in that, but I'm a very, very excited, privileged, honored, thrilled to be here at Loyola, to be part of the Flyer family.
Now, let's hear how Father Johnston and Father Daigle are adjusting to being religious leaders at the school.
The past few weeks here have been great at Loyola. I've been able to visit some of the classes, got to visit all the religion classes, and been able to celebrate Mass, and I felt very welcomed here by everyone. And so I'm thankful to be here and to get to know more people and to experience a full year. I look forward to experience a full year here at Loyola.
This beginning of a new semester, we have to get used to everybody, because for me and for Father RANEY Johnson, everything's new and everybody's a new person, someone to meet. And so that's what we're doing right now, going around to every class, every group, every sport, every team, everybody, all the faculty, all the staff, all the students, learning everybody, finding out who you are, what you like, what you're doing, who's doing what where, and see how we fit in.
We are so blessed to have such amazing new chaplains here at Loyola to help us grow in our faith. This has been Aiden Hurd.
That's all for this week's rundown. See you next week, Flyers.
Where's the bell? Which reminds me of the berries and cream. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Go for it. I'm so excited for college. For what? College.
Oh. You may be wondering how, did you see that? The blind.
Who's most likely to break their collarbone at the jamboree?
2021.
I keep messing up.